lived there for 10 to 20.
Probably
22 years. Her burning desire is to update her life.
to update her body, yeah. Well, in honor for this weekend, my burning desire is to thank every veteran that I encounter for their service.
Awesome.
So I'm pretty good at that.
And something no one here knows about you.
Rebecca said that I can recycle because most of you wouldn't remember it from the beginning. So, because we listen so well. So something most people don't know about me. I was in 4 bank robberies.
Wow.
And she's not in prison yet.
So is that why you turned it? You've been 10 to 20 in UP? Is it those bank
It was
robberies?
10 to 20. Yes,
Got it.
I was 20.
And her keys to success are robbing banks. I mean, strong values and ethics and never apologizing for it. Melanie Williams.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm going to start off with bribery to keep your attention. So, last time we spoke, we talked about things that go into the price of insurance. Anybody remember any of those little tidbits of information? Credit score. What was it? Credit score. Nice job.
Ginger.
Driving record.
Age.
Driving record.
Driving records. I'm not that good of a thrower. Sports was not on my list.
Homeowner.
You're cheating. You're too lame.
She gave me a nerd. She gave-
That's okay, I want to answer.
Gender, boys and girls. Good drink. Who said that? That's how I got mine. I was too busy throwing things. Okay, so we weren't paying attention. Color of your car does not go into the price. Nice try.
Packaging.
No, the way you dress does not go into the
Ah.
price. So I wanted to go back again. Let's go back to the basics. Let's talk about car insurance in general and what it does for us. Now, when you sit down with me, for those that have sat down with and gotten a quote, there's 2 things that I want you to walk out of my office with. Hopefully that I'm your new insurance agent because I was able to offer you the best product for a competitive price and good value. But secondly is you're going to walk out with an understanding of what your policy includes and doesn't include. And there's a few folks that will tell you, I have clearly said, I'm not a good fit for you right now, but you need to go back to your current insurance company and fix this, this, and this. Like now. Like before you back out of the parking spot, please call them and fix this. So since I haven't had the chance to meet with all of you yet, I thought I would do a summary of some of that. So your car insurance is designed to protect 3 things. You and your family, if you're at fault. You and your family, if you're not at fault. And then your stuff. But you're going to look at your policy and you're going to say, well, there's a whole lot more categories than just those 3 things. So I'm going to go over some of those and give you the 30,000-foot view of what those coverages mean. And my opinion of those limits, because you know I love sharing my opinion. First one, most importantly, is what we would call liability insurance. That's your bodily injury. That's what's going to cover the other person, the other party, the other individual or individuals that might be in a car. That's going to cover their medical bills. That's going to cover if they missed any work. That's going to cover if they, God forbid, had loss of use of something. Or even worse, loss of life. So when you look at that, it's going to have 2 little numbers. State minimum says $25.50 is all you have to have. So what does that mean? What does $25,000 mean? You can't answer.
You are going to call it a pocket if you get an accident. You weigh more than 25,000.
Well, there was my presentation. I'm done. Thank you.
Did you give him a dum-dum?
25
25 per person. Thank you. What does the 50 mean?
Maximum.
There you go. So, anybody ever been in an accident or anybody ever been to the hospital for something? How long does $25,000 in our medical system last you?
Like
10 seconds.
walk in the door.
Pretty much, yeah. And then they put a Band-Aid on it and it just took you over the limit. So, my opinion, state minimums are not enough to protect you. Because here's a little delusional story. Just because you have insurance, when the insurance runs out, you still are responsible for the bills. Funny how that happens. And they have up to 20 years, I'm correct?
Yep.
Because it is now a civil case. They have up to 20 years to collect. So you may think that you don't own jack squat now, but I'm willing to bet, especially by being in B&I and growing your businesses successfully, that you will have something within that 20-year time frame. and they're going to take it and they're going to own it. And if you don't have it, they're going to garnish your paycheck. And what? And bank accounts.
See,
They
now
will
we
take
love
what you
those
want.
trusts, Michael. Now we like the trust.
Exactly. Irrevocables are the only ones that's going to save you from that one. So always want to see you have higher limits on that because you are responsible for their injuries and how their life has been hindered. And honestly, if you're on the other side of the table, you want that too. Which leads me to uninsured motorists. Actually, let me give you some facts. Because I want to tell you about some of these folks that are on the road, which I know apply to no one in this room. But one of our highest classes are young drivers. Anybody in the room added a young driver to their policy yet?
Never.
Everybody remember how much that payment was?
Yeah.
I always say a minimum of $120 when you're adding a young driver per month that your policy is going to go up. Give them a car. Give them a car. $160 to $190 a month. Give them a sports car. It's more than your loan on the car. So, in the first year of driving, teens are 10 times more likely to be in a crash. Speaking of crashes. Here's an unfortunate fact. Car crashes are the #1 cause of death in teens.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting tidbit that I know again applies to no one in this room. 66% of teens learn their cell phone use while driving from their parents. I love that dramatic pause. All the guilty people just rise to the top. So, yes, the examples that you are setting for your children will come to fruition when they get behind the wheel. Congratulations. So, now we talked about the damage that you caused to someone else. The second part of your coverage is the uninsured motorist. That's what protects you and the people you care most about in your car from the other people that don't have insurance or don't have enough insurance. Because you are also entitled to your medical bills being covered. You are also entitled to loss of work, loss of use, or God forbid, loss of life. So we always keep those limits the same. Why would I let you protect someone else for more than you're willing to protect you and the people you care most about? That's your uninsured motorist. A lot of insurance companies are going to cut the coverages there because they think they're saving you money. I don't know how all insurance companies do it. There's 2 that I've seen. Those are one of the cheapest coverages on our policies. So there's no reason that those should not be at the exact same limits that you're protecting other people. Okay? Then we've got what we call comp and collision. That's what covers your stuff. So, that one normally comes with a deductible. How much are you willing to pay out of pocket before the insurance company kicks in? This is silly. You pay more, your price goes down. You pay a smaller deductible, the insurance company's on the line for more, your price is going to be higher. Many of you probably are getting your renewals going, why does my price keep going up? In case you haven't noticed or bought a new car recently, those new fancy-dancy cars have a lot of electronics in them. They got a lot of cool sensors in them. I was thrilled just to have heated seats. Some of them actually have air conditioning seats. Why, I don't know. You should always be on hot.
Prevents wax.
So, if you think about it, the mechanics, Rick and I have talked about this, the mechanics are more like electrical engineers anymore. They're not mechanics with a crescent wrench and WD-40. So if it costs more to fix it, if it costs more to repair it or replace it, it's going to cost more to insure it. So along the same lines of your PIP or MedPay, if it's costing more to repair our bodies and our health, then it's going to cost more to insure it. So I'm down to less than a minute. One quick question, anybody going once, going twice?
What kind of coverage would you recommend having driving?
More than what you have. There's also umbrella policies, which would be an excess liability, which is something that I always recommend if you own assets and if you are on the road a lot, especially when you drive full-size vehicles. Thank you very much.
Ding. All right, that's Melody Williams.
Thank you, Michael.